ghost town.
I was going to say it wouldn't be working right now, would it?
No,
there is no flight anymore, huh?
Well, there's some flights, but the chapel is closed, unfortunately.
Okay.
But we'll be ready when it opens, and who knows? We're not sure. Maybe late summer or fall. We hope so.
Amen.
Who knows? The Lord knows. And we're
we were just wondering whether we were ever going to get back to Indonesia with all of this.
I see.
Yeah.
Right.
But I think flights into Jakarta are still happening.
Until coronavirus gone, and then everybody can come back.
Yep.
Right.
What about your experience in Indonesia? I mean, yes, we know about Michael, but have any other ones that you know had the virus at all?
It's only Michael that we heard
Only
about.
Michael, yeah.
Right.
Because Michael is quite mobile, and he has a lot of friends from outside.
Yeah.
He's working as a tour guide also, so it's possible that's cause of he got the coronavirus.
Yeah.
The family believe that Mike got contracted from one of his friends that just come back from Europe.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's so sad.
Yeah, so that friend was also a TC graduate from 3rd cohort or 4th cohort, if I'm not mistaken. But then he was also positive with coronavirus. He was already admitted in local hospital in Tangerang. I think he's okay now. So
what about Michael's fiance?
She already tested negative after she went through self quarantine for 14 days, and then after that she got tested twice already. So she's okay now. Yeah.
Welly.
Hello, Welly.
Miss Kupang coming.
Hi. Miss you, darling.
Kupang.
Hi, miss you too.
Look at you.
Yes, Welly now is in Kupang, sir.
Hi,
Kupang. Gotta write these things down.
Good to see you,
Far in
Welly.
the east.
I love I love all of your photos that you keep changing.
I'm still young.
Progress.
We're all still young.
No, it reveals maturity.
So you're a busy mother as well as a busy teacher, right?
Yeah.
So how many grandchildren do you have? Mr. Beaton, Mr. Dennis, and Mr. Bort.
Okay.
Right now.
Hey, Anthony, I have a suggestion.
Yes.
Why don't you coordinate a check-in here and let everybody tell us where they are and a little bit about their family?
Right, okay. Now everyone, please telling about yourself, starting with Dina first.
Why starting with
Okay,
me?
Dina.
Yeah, starting with Dina because you are the host.
Because you are
the host, so you are the first one.
Okay. Okay, I'm starting. Okay, I'm still teaching, also be a school principal, but a small school, not a big school. And I'm still teaching there also and lead the school. And I have 2 children, 1 boy and 1 girl. The boy name's Aiden, already 6 years old, and the second one, Audrey, 3 years old.
Wow.
Now,
Oh,
he's
damn.
here.
Oh my goodness.
So, grandma and grandpa. Hi, Grandpa. Say it.
Hi, Grandma and Grandpa.
Hi. We are
Hello.
auntie, yeah, auntie. Forget auntie, yeah.
And Dina,
Dina?
where do you live? We don't know where you live.
Oh, I still live in Serpong area.
Oh,
Serpong area.
okay.
Dina, is that where the school is in
An
Serpong?
ideal.
Serpong?
The
That was
school still near Karawaci. I work at
So that's-
that school
That's
still
the
in.
one that you've been there for about 7 years, haven't you? Is that
Yeah,
right?
7 years already.
Wow.
And you're head of the school. Wonderful.
Yeah.
So what's
Yes,
the
I
name of
remember
the
you
school,
asking
Dina?
that.
The name of the school Shekina Transformasi Bangsa.
Oh, Sekina. Okay.
Wow.
All right.
Is
That is your
All right.
choo lucky, Dina.
Cucu laki-laki.
Cucu laki-laki.
All right. Next goes to Leah.
I'm still teaching at a school within the Yayasan Pelita Harapan, so still teaching at SPH. I'm teaching Indonesian literature, and then so already 11 years now.
Wow.
you're so loyal,
Hey,
yeah.
but
Okay.
Not because I'm loyal, because they allow me to go traveling and doing some other things.
Free traveling, right? It's
And
nice
we
to
had a
have
wonderful
free
visit
traveling.
with Leah and Paulus.
Yeah.
So thrilled they
Yeah.
came to visit.
Leah came to see us with her hubby. Yeah.
I cannot believe that was like almost 2 years ago.
Yeah. It's been a while.
Okay.
Is there any
Nice to
questions to
hear
Leah?
you.
Oh my
No.
goodness. Wow.
All right.
Are you just teaching Indonesian, Leah, or are you teaching other subjects as well?
I taught Indonesian as second language for the first 6 years, and then I moved gears to teaching Indonesian literature to the Indonesian students, and because I love literature, so I just love teaching Indonesian literature. I also help I also supervise students in doing like extended essay, like like a mini thesis kind of thing. So like, cause IB students, they do have to write essays, like 4,000 word essay. So I help supervise that as well.
Oh, that's wonderful that you're doing
Yeah.
literature. Are you
Yay.
using
Absolutely.
classical literature or is it modern literature?
It's both.
Good. Yeah.
Yes. So classics and also modern literature. The translated literature that we studied this year is The Adventure of Huckleberry Finn.
Oh, good.
Well, let the
Nice.
Americans get one book in. As long as you use some English literature as well.
they like it. They like it.
All right.
that's
Next goes to Novaria.
My name is Nova. Okay.
I already know
I know.
your name. No need that introduction.
So that one.
Are you sure, Nova?
I'm sure, of course. Yeah. How about you, Mr. Beaton? Do you not sure?
I'm happy.
I'm not a teacher right now, but I am a trainer in Allianz. I am senior director in Allianz right now. Do you know Allianz? Allianz
Insurance.
Yes,
Allianz
insurance. Yes, of course.
Oh.
But I'm also
Is that like an insurance agent?
insurance. Yeah, I think it's not agent right now, yeah, because I'm
So what's
senior
that, director? Oh,
Yeah.
director.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
No. It's not a pro, right? Because I always teach about financial, about education, about anything, because to be an insurance agent is not easy because we have to know much knowledge from much area. Yeah, it's not only education. Yeah, we have to know about all all things. I think.
Finance things.
Yeah. Okay.
Alpha.
I think it's time. Hi, Welly.
Yeah.
So Nova, you give up the education field in the classroom, so you get out from the school and then you take another field.
Yeah.
How to teach
I think teaching education is not always at school, right?
Yes.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Oh, wonderful.
That's right. Yeah.
Good answer.
I agree with you.
I can explore my my background in my field right now because I think it's useful for me because I know the psychology of education, how to transfer knowledge from me to others. I think it's very good for me, right? Okay, because I had a model for that one, right?
Yay.
Good for you. Yay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good job.
And where do you live? Nova, where do you live?
Where do you live?
I'm live in the SD right now in Nusa Loka. Mr. Dennis, if you go to Karawaci, please come for me.
Oh, it's
Oh,
you're
near
near
Serpong. Near
Yeah.
Serpong.
Near
That's,
Serpong. Okay.
yeah.
It's
Medina.
like south,
Yep.
south
Alpha. Can I
Yes.
insurance my
part
can
of
I insurance my
Sini dulu.
Yes, of course, I can insurance you, right, Wendy?
Oh, not me, my
Oh.
card. Not me, my card.
Okay, of course.
Hi, Dina Kachil.
Dina kecil.
Dina
Hi,
kecil.
Perempuan kecil.
Yeah.
Hi.
Perempuan, yeah.
Boys and
Oh,
girls.
oh, so cute.
Oh, so
How
cute. I
So
think it's
now,
enough for me, Don. Any question
okay,
for
now
that one?
we move further to Kupang.
Kupang.
Yeah, Miss Kupang.
Oh, Welly.
Okay. Now I'm not a teacher. I'm not
Business
a
girl,
lecturer
a
anymore.
business woman.
Yes. I resigned in 270. Ada 17. So I doing business, Oriflame.
Yeah.
Oriflame. Oriflame.
Last year I become a commissioner in General Election Commission.
Yes.
Can you say that again?
Last
Really?
year, 200.
Wait, Welly,
Yes.
wait. You need to explain first. First, Oriflame as a business area.
No, Oriflame is a cosmetic product.
Yeah, that's a business, right? Yeah,
in the
product. And the
Become
second
a-
one, you are in government.
No. Oriflame is different. It's pretty different.
Yeah.
So I'm doing Oriflame, and last year I applied for a job in General Election Commission, and I become a commissioner.
Wow, what's that
For
involve?
presidential election or for public elections, or what is it?
For public, for what we call council.
Election council commission.
Yes, election representative election country member, council members. So we prepare everything for general election. We for a president, for a council member, for a governor,
mayor.
for a mayor.
You'll be wonderful.
Yes.
No,
Business
no more
woman.
school.
Learn much.
I think
Business
American
woman.
regional skills very soon.
Yeah. Yes, amen.
I'm very busy when we held a general election, so I have to stay at office until morning, and I back to my house just to change the clothes, and I back to office again just to prepare everything. And last year, for 1 year, I work mostly my time at office. But this year we have no job. I mean,
Because
we
there's no
just do
election.
socialization. Yeah, yeah. I
So it
mean,
means that you have no working because there is no election, right?
yes, but we no, but yes, of course, but we still have something to do because my division, my job is for SDM. What we call is SDM?
Human resource development.
Human resource
resources.
development.
I'm the head of human resources, and for community participation, and socialization and education, voter education. So that is my part. So I have to teach community from school, campus, office, and the member of community. So I think I'm still teaching, right?
Yeah.
In a very different area.
Yeah.
So everyone, if you like to be one of the major or head of district, you can register yourself to Welly, so Welly can put your name on as one of the elect.
So anytime if the major want to meet me or my friend, they meet arrange the time so we can meet the major.
Welly, you said you have no job right now, right? Nah, but how about your salary? Is it still on?
They still give our salary, but I still I said to you, I still have a job. I have to teach community about the democracy in Indonesia and the world. So how to be a active member in democracy, active participant in democracy, and how to be a good leader.
Wah, luar biasa. Awesome.
So the next question for you, Welly, when will you become the head of your district?
That's the most important question.
Apa Ton? Gua dengar.
Les.
Or you become a governor of Kupang.
Governor of Kupang. I think governor is too high, maybe major, but I pray for that.
Amin.
Welly,
Major of Kupang.
how is your mother going?
Sorry?
Your mother.
My mom is still okay, good, healthy. Thank you.
Wow. Well, don't forget that you have Adelaide in your name.
Yes.
And sometimes you need to be in Adelaide.
Yeah.
After the coronavirus, I will go there.
After Corona.
Maybe I wondering why I'm still single. Maybe my future husband.
Future husband in Adelaide.
All men are
Anthony, it's your turn now.
Yeah.
Anthony's turn.
I'm in Pekanbaru. Pekanbaru is in Sumatra.
I don't know that.
I have a map here. If you don't know, Pekanbaru is around here.
You have a map, right?
Very good.
I love map. I have a lot of maps here.
I know
loves
Anthony
maps.
well.
Yeah.
You like maps.
I have Canada map.
Oh, look at that.
And I have an Australia map.
Yay.
You do love maps.
So I love maps. I do love maps. I also have Italian in the kitchen. Now Rita is cooking.
Oh my God.
It's to help you with
Oh,
your
Italy.
pasta.
I hope it's
Introduce
pasta.
you to
Yeah.
my wife.
Oh.
Wait.
Are you
Rika.
Hi, Rika.
Rita?
Hey, Rita.
Yeah, this is Rika, my wife.
Cooking well,
Oh,
yeah,
hello.
Rika.
She's cooking right now.
Oh.
Oh,
Anthony, Anthony,
Yes, Mom.
do you have the air conditioning on?
Yes.
oh yeah.
Curious, yeah.
Rika is cooking right now. Fish,
Oh,
sweet and sour soup.
It smells good, Anthony. You have
Yes.
fine eyes.
Now,
Delivery.
I'm a
Delivery, of
principal
course.
in delivery. I'm a principal in Dharma Yuda Junior High School, one of the national school here in Pekanbaru. The school just how many? How old? 15 years old. The school just have an anniversary for 15 years. I became the principal starting in 2016. It has been how many years? 17, 18, 19, 4 years as principal. So starting, when is it? I'm in Pekanbaru starting in 2013. So it's been how many years then?
7.
7, yeah, 7 years.
Wow.
I'm very happy that Mr. David and Ms. Yvette visit us here during my wedding.
That's fantastic.
It was beautiful.
Wow.
yeah.
And now I have Peter, the little baby boy.
Cuma 10.000, say.
He is sleeping right now.
Oh.
So it's good time for me to have a chat and Zoom. The school is quite big. There's 600 students so far. We have 56 teachers.
My.
And we have Mandarin language, yeah, Chinese language, one of the major. So we have 3 languages at school. We have English, we have Bahasa Indonesia, we have Mandarin. And the local dialect also, we have Arab Melayu. So the Malayans Arabic. So the students, we learn about that word, but I don't know how to read at all.
Because you are principal, right?
I'm not teaching anymore because I'm principal, so I just become like a manager. So I'm working on establish a new partnership with other schools. We have partnership in Japan, in Korea, in Australia, in China. Not yet in Canada. Maybe one day.
Soon. Amen.
After Corona.
Amen.
It's quite sad right now. The school's off. Everyone's, all teachers start teaching at home. So we are working the online class using Edmodo application. I believe Dina also used that one.
I'm using Google Classroom now.
Google Classroom. Be careful with the Google Classroom, because Google Classroom, somebody can hack it.
Okay.
So students can copy and paste the answer also. It's quite easy.
But
sometimes I give them question that they cannot find it at Google. So they have to think about it for the answer.
Oh, great. Great.
How about it's the lecturer's turn to give their updates?
Yeah, the lecture's time now. Start from
All
who?
right. Starting with Dr. Colin first.
Yeah,
Dr. Colin.
To repeat the program that you're using.
What's the program, Anthony, you're using?
Oh, Edmodo. Edmodo. Edmodo.
There are so many.
EDMODO.
So many education apps actually. for teaching online?
Oh, just a little curious. As you know, Indri is working in Bali,
Mm-hmm.
or a few TC graduates are, and she's doing a bit of a survey at the moment of the experience that people are currently having of online learning
Mm-hmm.
to produce some better guidelines for Indonesia.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Could everybody? I'm sorry, but could everybody mute? Could
Okay,
everybody please mute except Colin because
Okay,
I
okay,
can't
okay.
hear. We can't
Okay.
hear.
Oh, we are muted.
Unless you want to ask me a question, of course. But yes, what do we say? We're not teaching. When we came back from Indonesia, as you know, I then after TC was working at ITHB in Bandung, and came back and taught at Flinders University for a couple of years and then retired. And we have had now about 8 years back in Australia and enjoying it immensely, especially our family. Involved in a range of different ministry activities. Most recently, I was chaplain in a bushfire area to help them in their recovery process. We've had some very severe bushfires, and in fact, you might be interested to know that area, Kangaroo Island, is where Miss Enid is living now. So I saw her when I was down there. And while there's a whole lot more to go, the COVID virus has shut down any sort of support services at the moment. Can't have people moving around. But we're safe and well. One of our family, who's the head of a school, was tested because he had a bit of a cold, and in that sort of position, you're in contact with so many people. But that was negative, so that's good news. But other than that, we've done very well in Australia and very well in Adelaide. Hardly any, although still sadly our total death count for the country is 98.
But right now there are no cases at all in Adelaide for the COVID, which is really great. So they're looking at slowly releasing some of the restrictions. So we hope that's going to work well. So yeah. So and we have 5 grandchildren. The youngest is 15 in year 9. The 4 other ones have finished school and are doing different things. One studying to be a vet.
Veterinary science.
Yeah, veterinary surgeon, which is a bit difficult doing that online. Dealing with animals, you can't deal with animals online, a bit difficult. So they're working that out. Another one is doing a course in working with youth at Tabor College, and now the other.
Yeah, one's learning to be a winemaker.
Yeah.
Australian wines are a product, particularly of South Australia, and one is has done some study at Tabor and is taking time off at the moment, but wants to do psychology. And the last one is still at school.
Yeah, so
15-year-old.
It was busy, and we're enjoying being involved with our church, all those sorts of different activities and ministry and so on. So yeah.
But switch on whoever wants to ask questions, or else Anthony, you take over and redirect.
All right. So if you have any questions to Dr. Collins and Mrs. Glennis, you can unmute and ask the questions. So right now, Dr. Collins, the bushfire is over right now, right? So everything's...
The last real blaze was started up on about 10th of January, and there were still 8 outbreaks even 2 weeks later. You know, stumps were smouldering and then would get fanned into flames. So while there was an emergency phase and then a recovery phase. Well, the emergency phase, as you can imagine, is all to do with putting out fires and helping people get to safety and so on. The recovery phase is all to do with, well, first of all, counting the losses, burying dead sheep or killing wounded sheep and so on, and cattle, and then roaming through burnt houses to see if there's anything you can salvage, or first of all, putting up fence lines on the perimeters and restoring water and feed, because a lot of the feed is all burned, both in the paddocks and storage. So those emergency things were happening while we were there. And then the next phase is redevelopment, rebuilding, doing fences and so on, and that's started but been held up. And of course, a whole lot to do with emotional shock.
Mental health.
What's going on in the world, what happened to all the plans I had, how do I start again? I'm used to just building a little bit at a time, and now I've got to build everything. Is it worth bothering about? You know, a whole range of big questions people are facing. So nowhere near the stream that Dennis would be getting, because he'd be getting all sorts of different people in his chaplaincy work. But this is very focused on how to help a rural community be strong and encourage Christians in the community to minister to the others. They tend to be sidelined, as in most Western communities. You know, if you want to believe that, that's fine, but you just keep yourself and don't talk to us about it. And now the question is, with such a crisis and a time of need, can the church be more a helpful presence in that community? And that's the sort of thing we're trying to encourage.
Wow. Great.
All right.
My only question
is...
question. Just wondered, Glennis and Colin, if you guys have, if you do have contact with people from UPH or TC, you know, that have retired and gone back to your area.
Well, we see a number, because of course there's been a stream of teachers gone from Adelaide and work in the schools. So they have a get together once a year, and then there are others we have contact with along the way. Brian Cox, it's his birthday today. We see him a bit. He lives not far from us. Stephen and Robin Bellamy live not far from us, but we don't get to see them too much. I think there's a certain wound carried on from time in Indonesia, unfortunately. But they're doing well as far as we've heard. Some of you, no, you wouldn't know Ali Laslett. She was there in the very first year of Teachers College. We hear a bit from her, but who else of the...
Miss Enid? How's Miss Enid?
Yeah, as I said, Miss Enid's down on Kangaroo Island. So when I was down there as a chaplain, I was able to see that. But, you know, it's amazing that she seems to have a way of being right where the Lord wants her. And so she was there right in the middle. She was twice evacuated, you know, as the fire came towards the town. She was one of the people that had to flee from the town. And in fact, her first trip, a state emergency service vehicle went in front of her all the way for 17 kilometres to the main town, so that she could find her way through all the smoke clouds and so on like that.
She said there were burning embers falling all around her while she was driving.
And she just had to stick close behind this vehicle and keep going and trust that they knew it was safe to keep moving ahead. Wow. So, and then a couple of weeks later, the fire flared up and came back from another direction, and they all had to evacuate the town again. So she's certainly been in the.
But she doesn't have any fear, because we talked to her. She had no fear because she knows where she's going. Even if she dies, she'll be in heaven. Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
But she is thinking of moving out of that town now. This is a small town. If you wanted to look it up on Pandana, it's right in the middle called, off Kangaroo Island, town of Pandana. But she's planning to move to Kingscote, which is the main town there.
Thank you. Thank you for that update.
That's great. Wow, good to hear.
And
So
she's
since
well.
Mr. Dennis now is still on, and then let's have related the story with the chapel things. Then Mr. Dennis, can you start then?
Okay. Well, we've also been home for 8 years. Seems hard to believe, but time flies. And yes, we came home in 2012, and really, I didn't have any ministry other than just some local church things for a year, and then God opened the door for this chaplaincy work at the Vancouver airport, which I had to grow into, much like working at TC. It was a learning curve.
7 years.
Yeah, I've been there for 7 years. It's really, a fun thing to do, and we have lots of opportunities to just show love to passengers from all over the world that have various issues, from small to large. And the surprising part to me was that we spend a lot of our time and energy relating to employees at the airport. And our employees, Anthony, I like maps as well. And when I first went there, I put a big map of the world on the wall and started asking employees, particularly, where they were from, and we'd put a pin in the map for their city and their country, and a colored pin, and that map is just covered. Leah's seen this in the office or in the reception room. It's just fun. It's fun to see where these people come from, and I mean, North Africa, the Middle East, all over Asia, South Asia, Africa, Europe, and North and South America. It's been great to welcome these workers, and you show a little interest in them, just like any kid or any parent or co-worker, and they respond to that, and then we get to know them and ask more questions, and then as things got more connected to those employees, we would find out about their families and offer to pray for needs that they had, and if they were open, we would share our story and why we were there.
Especially Muslim.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I got to really, to pray for specific needs, even fill out some recommendations for some Muslim workers, and I actually had more contact and got to know Muslim men, particularly a few of the ladies that came in, better than I ever did in Indonesia, because there we were dealing, in Kalimantan with the Dayaks, and in Lipo with students, and the Muslims were there on campus working or something. And that was, friendly conversation, but this at the airport here was more in depth. So anyway, it's been a great run for 7 years, and we have about 50 volunteers that work with us. So I'm kind of the like you, Anthony, or you, who else?
Just tell them.
Your principals. I'm the head chaplain, lead chaplain. So I kind of coordinate 10 pastors from Roman Catholic and Protestant churches, and we have a board of 7 or 8, and then about 30 volunteers that work with us. It's awesome. I love it. I hope we get to open again. But Ibu Janet, Janet, you can see.
No, hi.
Hi.
So, any question maybe for Ibu?
I don't speak.
Yes, leading a choir.
Well, I'm not leading a choir, but actually I am. I have a small group of singers, 5 of us, that sing in the hospital, specifically with dying people at their bedsides in hospice work.
Wow.
And we are all Christian women, and we love just being there in the final days of a person's life.
Wow.
And we don't necessarily obey all of the hospice regulations, because we like to ask if they feel ready, if they're ready to meet God. And then we have, most people are very willing to speak about it, and they want to speak about it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I also belong to a Christian choir of all different kinds of churches. There are about 50 of us. And we usually, well, we've only been together for 4 years, but the first concert we had 200 in a little tiny church. It was sold out. The next concert we had 400, and that was sold out in another church. And then the next place we went to, we had 800. And then the last Christmas concert, we had 1,100. And people just love to hear the hope of the gospel message in music.
Yeah.
And a lot of our churches don't have choirs anymore. It's a very sad thing. But we have really enjoyed the fellowship and outreach that a choir can provide. Thank you for that applause, Anthony. Thank you. So unfortunately now we can't sing together, and we're not allowed to have performances, but we are all praying that we'll be able to do that again soon.
Thank you for the sharing, Mrs. Janet. It's wonderful.
Oh, we love it. We love it.
We have, like the Beatons, we have 5 grandchildren. So we're very blessed. Yeah.
Right.
And
now
3 of them live close to us. Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Dennis. We move to Mrs. Yvette and Mr. Bird.
Yeah.
Chirp, chirp.
Chirp, chirp.
Chirp.
We believe it or not, we have been back in Victoria for 11 years since leaving Indonesia. It's amazing, the time has gone. But we, as many of you know, we have traveled quite extensively across the world in the last few years, and we've met some incredible people, just like Indonesians. I'm just loving Dina and Nova's and Leah's smile coming back. It reminds me, and you too, Willie, you have that infectious, there you go. So we have 2 Cucu-laki-lakis in Victoria, Dua, right? And 2 Cucu-lakis in Montreal. And we don't see our Montreal boys enough.
In the summer.
We'll see them in the summer. But our 2 little boys in Victoria.
In Satu in Pekanbaru.
Oh, yeah,
oh yes.
And we have.
And he's coming soon.
Soon.
Next year.
Next year.
Anthony, next year.
Next year you come. Enrique. We have 2 here, and we see them quite a lot.
All the time.
And they keep us very busy, but we love them dearly.
Right now, because of COVID, they are not at school, but their mother and father have started to go back to work part-time at home and part-time in their offices. So we have the children all day Tuesday and all day Wednesday. And of course, those little boys have negotiated for a sleepover Tuesday night so they can have pancakes Wednesday morning.
And we take 3 days to recover.
We are very active in our church and in our community, doing all sorts of fun things. We're doing a Bible study by Zoom right now, and we have a Zoom church so that about 125 of our congregation were on Zoom together on Sunday mornings. So we can have some prayer and some singing together. And we have several things that we are doing to keep ourselves connected with one another. We have telephone trees and email trees. We're also socially distanced walking. So somebody is 6 feet in front of you or beside you, and we talk very loudly to one another so we can hear. And
that's because we're getting old.
But we are very blessed in our life. And we were so thrilled that Leah came to visit us for almost 3 weeks 2 years ago. And we were able to do many things with her and Paulus. And so if any of you want to come, we have room for you. We will do everything we possibly can to make sure you have a good time in Canada. We would love to see you.
Okay.
And also, if you come and you need help with your visa, we will write letters on your behalf because we would love to have you come and see our country.
And just so you know that you've mentioned maps and music, two very important things in spreading the word and spreading all the words. So I love maps too. And of course I love music.
So if do you have any questions to all, Mr. Dennis, Mr. David, or Mrs. Yvette, or Dr. Collins, please proceed.
Me. How old are you right now?
To whom? To whom you ask?
Everybody. Colin Dixon, Mr. Dennis, Miss Eva.
Okay, so Mr. David is 75 and I am 73.
Okay. How about you, Mr. Dennis? Miss Janet?
He's muted. That's it.
I just turned 70 a couple of weeks ago.
Oh,
happy birthday.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
And I'm 30. I'm 37.
Yeah.
Okay. Still young. How about you, Mr. Colin? Miss Janice?
And we are both 74.
No.
Oh. Why no?
Okay. 73, but soon to be 74. I've already.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Simon is here.
Hi, Simon.
Hi,
Simon.
Hello. Hi, Simon.
Simon
He just joined us.
Dr. Colin, Dr. Dennis, and Dr. David, hi.
Hi, Simon.
Hello.
Wow, good to see you, Simon.
Good to see.
Yes, good to see you
One
too.
more.
It's been a while.
One more, Miss Janice.
Oh,
How are you?
Look at Welly's children.
Oh. Simon, tell us about your life.
Simon.
Simon, now Simon time.
Okay. So basically, I just joined this because I'm in the middle of online class. So I'm taking my counseling degree now because I thought that it's more comfortable for me to do counseling. In my ministry now, I think it's quite many. I use counseling. That's why I took it, but there is online, so it's helped me in the not really bother my time, especially in works. So yeah, I think I'm the one who still work at UPH right now.
Oh, good.
So since
cool.
I was joined in UPH 2007 until now, 13 years, I'm still at UPH. And now I came back to serve at MYC. Before I was a sport teacher at UPH College and also at UPH. But for the last 4 years, I come back and then working at MYC. So if we compare like 12 years ago, 2007, and now 12 years ago, maybe MYC only have like 500 students. But now we have like almost 4,000 students who live at the dorm.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's big number. and also big variety. Not only TC students, but now we have TC Faculty of Nursing, which is the biggest too. And then we have International Teachers College. Little bit different with TC. It's same at the core, Teachers College, but this is international. So the students come from many countries, mostly from China, from Nepal, Philippines, Malaysia. Yeah, we have 100 students for International Teachers College.
Wonderful.
And we also serve the regular students, MYC, and then also UPH College, the high school students. So it's combined like 4,000 students now.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
How many dorms do you have, Simon?
Say it again.
How many dorms?
Basically, we separate them into 6 categories. So the first is TC dorms. We call it TC dorms because that's the most students we have, 1,500 now. And then we have Faculty of Nursing. That's the dorm near Siloam. So beside Siloam, not at the main campus.
Right.
And then we have International Teachers College. And we call it faculty-based scholarship. So the scholarship not from TC, nursing, and ITC. So it can be from law department, it can be from business school. So Yayasan usually give the scholarship, but in small amount. That's for usually from Lentera Harapan graduates who doesn't want to be a teacher or a nurse. So they give the scholarship as well. We call it faculty-based scholarship. And then we have MYC, which is university students, but regular, paying dorm, they have to pay. And then we have UPH College, high school students.
Wow.
So
you've added, are there some new dormitory buildings on the campus?
Yes, we have quite many dormitory buildings now.
Okay.
So not only building G, but beside the soccer field, now we have a building there, which is for ITC. And then we have swimming pool. So the building beside the swimming pool, that's for UPH College now. I cannot remember in 2009, do we have the swimming pool or not? So we have the Olympic swimming pool right now, and then we have the building.
That's there. Great. Oh my goodness, Simon. Is Coach Met still there?
Yes, Coach. I think is the longest expatriates here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
He works at UPH from 2004, I think. So 16 years at UPH.
Can we swim there, Simon?
Sure.
Alumni members.
Bring your smart card. But not in this pandemic area, not this in pandemic season.
Of course,
it's closed for public.
Yes. Thank you.
Thanks.
Peter is here. Peter is here.
Oh,
hi, Peter.
So, hi, Peter. Hi dulu. Hi.
From your nap, yeah.
Oh, he looks like you, Anthony.
He's looking for daddy because we just wake up.
Oh.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Thank goodness.
Anthony.
How old is he, Anthony?
He is 1.5 years right now.
Wow, wonderful.
Beautiful.
Drink first.
He looks so much like you, Anthony.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This is a mini
It's
Anthony.
mini Anthony.
Mini Anthony.
Okay. What time is it in Adelaide and Canada? I think already.
It's 10 o'clock at night.
10 o'clock at night, okay. How about
Here it's 2:30 in the afternoon, so you add 2.5 hours to your time.
Yeah.
And 15 hours behind you.
Yes.
We be careful because at 10 o'clock at night, we turn into pumpkins. We rarely make the news.
Like,
Anthony, you have the Indonesian map behind you, so I just wanted to show you that we've got an Indonesian map as well, right?
Yay!
Remember our class.
Great.
We have a whole room full of Indonesian paraphernalia with the same map that you have, Anthony.
Yay!
Got a becak and macam-macam barang.
Khatulistiwa
dari Kalimantan.
Yeah.
Semuanya. Oh,
Wish you all.
Simon.
Oh, a mini
And look, mini Simon. Oh my goodness.
He looks like a mummy, Simon.
Maybe.
He looks like a mummy.
Oh, cute, Simon.
Okay.
Okay.
Where is
Any
Mini
question,
Welly?
Andy?
Mini Welly.
What?
Where is Mini Welly?
Mini Welly.
Simon,
Mini Welly.
Simon, do you have any children? Are you married?
Sorry,
Simon.
Pak Colin?
Family?
My family?
Yes.
Oh, I have to call them first.
Simon still living in MYC, is it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Any one of you remember this song?
What song?
This
By
is
grace alone?
Yeah.
By grace alone.
Yeah.
I was just thinking that, Dina, by grace alone.
Yes.
You should sing it.
Okay. Yay.
Come on, sing. Let's sing.
Remember the time?
Yes.
Where is the music, Dina?
Oh, sorry. Wait.
We don't hear the music.
Wait.
It's still like a mandatory song for KC students until now.
Yeah. Yes.
Mandatory song.
Ready? Can hear?
Yes.
Okay.
Mountain.
Every rain, all we shine, left behind.
It's only by His grace, which God supplies, He will provide. Christ in us, our cornerstone, if we go forward in grace alone. Yay!
Yeah.
Good job, Dina. Thanks, love. That's wonderful.
Not ours.
Okay. Yeah.
You did a wonderful job. Thank you so much.
We have to do
Thank
this
you,
again.
Gina. Wow, dude.
You're welcome.
Terima kasih.
You're welcome.
You know, Dina, we
Yes.
should tell you we met the man that wrote that song.
Oh yeah?
Oh yeah?
Oh,
Yeah,
Scott Wesley
Scott
Brown.
Wesley Brown. When we were in Palm Springs, California, we went to the church in the area where we were living, and he was there singing, and the song was introduced as he had written it, and we're going, Janet actually knew that, but I didn't know. So we talked to him afterwards and told him how much that song meant to especially, all of us at Teachers College. And he was very, very happy to hear somewhere on the other side of the world, his song had really been significant.
So the man from California, Mr. Dennis?
I'm
So
sorry?
the songwriter is from California or from where?
From Los Angeles area.
Oh, from Los Angeles.
I
Yeah,
see.
a very well-known writer in Christian circles.
Okay.
I still remember when we sing that song, Mrs. Connie is always crying.
Yeah.
Hi, Paulus.
Hi, Paulus.
Hi.
There's Leah's husband, Paulus. Paulus. Hello. Yes, we'll never forget that song.
Me too.
It's a bit more memorable than Gamelan Gong.
Gamelan Gong.
Gamelan Gong, Gamelan Gong, Gamelan all the way.
Yeah.
And I just remember, oh, what fun is it to ride in the angkot as they will sway. Yay.
Very
New
good.
lyric ya, Anton. New lyric.
I remember that angkot sway.
Well, it rhymes. It rhymes.
Yeah.
So in 2016, when it was the 10-year anniversary of the college, and we went back in Indonesia, I remember when we had a gathering and everyone was standing around the side of the big area and everyone was singing that song. It was very hard to sing it because I was so choked up. I think other people were so choked up as well because that meant so much to everyone, that song. Remember that? I think you were there, Dina, weren't you? For that.
Sorry. I have some of the video that I found in my storage, I think. Wait, I try to open it first, yeah. Sorry, but sorry.
Sorry. That's a
It's
Canadian
too loud.
word.
It's too loud.
Sorry, eh?
I think this one is Mr. Colin Wade. Mr. David Bird. Can you hear the sound? Mr. David. I still have the video.
Would you share this video?
I still have it. Yes, and later I will give it.
You share class. Would you share class?
Yeah?
Would you share class this video?
Multi-chat.
Video.
Yeah. Okay, later.
Okay, thank you.
I still have
Siapa
some.
ya tadi?
Pas apa? I forgot. This one, the gamelan gong, right? Oh, the same. In Angkot as they swing. Yay. And then this one, I think in the class, yeah. This one, our group, yeah, Anthony, at that time, Winda song.
Yeah, I love to make a video a lot last time.
This is on what lesson, I forget. that song. I still remember this one. Sometimes I see you. Hey, sorry. My soul.
That's Winda.
Yeah.
This is a creative living. I believe this is Winda's create
Winda's
the song.
Yeah, Winda
Compose
create
the
the
song.
Creative living lesson, yeah, I forget. So many actually.
Good for you, Dina. You kept a
Thank you,
record.
Dina. Thank you, Din. You
Even
have to share, yeah.
if all Mr. David dancing, I think I still have all Mr. David birthday. This one, sorry.
So good memories, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still skinny at the time, huh?
Mr. David dance, which one? I don't know. This one. Mr. Dan. Oh, with Ibu Hondo. Yeah. Bring all the memories back.
Yes, wonderful. Good for you, love.
You're really good, in keeping those files.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Happy days, happy thoughts, love. Thank you.
Happy.
Happy to
Happy,
see
happy.
all of you. Thank you to you.
By watching those videos, I just remember about Kak Nova.
Why?
He just passed away, right? He passed away, right?
Renova.
Oh, yeah.
Renova.
Yes.
It was so precious to know her. She was just beautiful soul.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, she's now an angel with the Lord.
Yes.
Same as Michael.
You were asking earlier about who else we knew in Australia from Indonesia or from TC. I forgot, and that picture, the video reminded me of Elmaine. Elmaine and her husband, Ruben Setuan, are in Melbourne. And of course, others are there as well. Tirza, you may remember her, and
Cheryl?
Cheryl is in Western Australia. She has 2 sons now. So we see some of those that are in Australia.
So yeah, it's very special. Yeah.
Elmaine has had Elmaine and Ben have had a 3rd daughter. They've got 3 lovely girls.
Yeah.
3rd daughter, Adelaide. Addie.
Oh, yeah.
I just remember Pak Ricky Tampu Bolon is also here in Pekanbaru, and his son now in our school.
Oh.
Yes. Ibu Maya also here.
Oh, teaching.
Who is it?
Not teaching, but she opened a new kindergarten.
Oh, wow.
So they have a church here, so it's wonderful. They have students, but also but only kindergarten, but only and then the rest is in ministry service.
Yeah.
Good.
Mhm.
Pass on
Right.
our love.
Yes, please let them know we're thinking of them.
All right, I will send your love to them. Then.
Yeah.
I'll arrange this again soon.
That's
Yeah.
great.
I love to.
Do it again.
Okay.
Of course. Yes, of course.
Leah also already asked me at the when I make this meeting to invite all of you here today. Leah also asked me, can we ask like first and second cohort? But I say to her, it's better for us first. We want to see you more personally. So later, if yeah, if it is too many participants, I think we cannot just like today. We can share more about ourselves, right? So maybe next time we try to arrange with a
Good
big
idea. Yeah.
with a big group, right? Leah will help me, right, Leah?
Sure.
Yeah. So next time we will try to arrange with another, like the second cohort, maybe the bachelor program students.
Yeah.
And then, you know, if there are several lecturers that can join, then I can help arranging breakout rooms so that it's not too crowded to meet in one main room.
Yeah.
So let's see if next time, I don't know when is the date, maybe 2 weeks or 3 weeks from now, that it's
Yeah.
more it's better for those who are still teaching, because the school is almost finished.
Yeah.
So I can help arranging it with Tina for that.
Okay.
Perfect. Perfect. Thank you.
I'll be
I
fine.
think like this hour is just the perfect hours for us to have the
Yeah,
group,
of
right?
course.
Yeah.
Week or 2 weeks from now will be good because we have Lebaran holiday here.
Oh yeah, wait, that's next week though.
Next
That's
week.
Yeah.
Next week, yeah.
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 Idul Fitri.
Yeah. On that holiday also fine for me. Can we arrange that again?
If we want to do it at the same time, I can check some of the students, some of the bachelor program students.
Yeah.
See if they can.
Yeah, that will be fine. I'm okay.
What was the date you were thinking of?
I think it will be better if it is like this time, right? In Jakarta is on Saturday, but in Canada, I think Friday, right? Yeah.
Friday night.
But we can't do it next week.
No.
No. You're talking about next week or 2 weeks?
How about 2 weeks from now?
2 weeks, I think
Yeah.
it's better. Yeah.
2 weeks better.
2 weeks from now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
2 weeks in the same day and same time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Fine.
Okay.
Perfect.
Okay.
That we need to say goodbye to each other.
I'm sending.
Bye, Pete. Bye.
Good night. Bye, Peter.
Good night.
Bye. Good
Tina,
night.
chatnya nggak bisa di-download deh, itu videonya banyak banget loh.
Oh ya udah nggak apa-apa. Nanti aku send di WA chat aja.
Send di WA aja deh.
Oke.
Teman-teman, nah, kita ngomongnya untuk 2 weeks ya. I think kalau misalnya, ya sekalian aja ya kan, daripada kita ini. Kan ini kayak Dina sama Anton udah PIC nih. Nah sama Lea. Nah yang
Wah, aku pula
nanti,
PIC. Sebenarnya ini todongan ini. Todongan.
nah aja. Lea mau ngundang berapa orang? Zoom itu kan minimal, Dina kamu cuma 100 orang
Cuma
kan?
bisa 100 sih.
Nah, kalau
100 nanti kita kayak webinar tuh.
Mendingan kayak gini aja.
Enak kalau webinar. Kayak nonton YouTube.
Dibatasin. Gimana kalau dibatasin dulu kayak misalkan 30 orang misalkan. Nah, terus udah kayak gitu, nanti kan aku bisa bagi dari 3 breakout room tuh. Nah, satu 10-10-10. Nah, terus habis itu nanti satu breakout room itu ada satu PIC sama satu pasang lecturernya. Jadi satu breakout room sama Mr. Dennis, satu breakout room lagi sama Dr. Colin gitu-gitu nanti di gitu.